Oh my word, it is just so beautiful. It's actually really hard to take a photo of. Wow, oh the mist now, it's so incredible. Look at this, yes, come on, yes. Just shoot, Nigel, stop talking. Big thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video. Right, I'm here. So let's hope that these trees have got a little bit of an opening. It looks epic. There's so much snow. There's been more snow in the night. I am so excited. This is so amazing. I'm just having a quick look at the side of the lock. So obviously sunrise is going to come behind that mountain here, which we knew. But so I'm probably not going to get light for a little bit, so I've got a bit of time, but I just want to try and get some of that early glow. I mean, this is beautiful here. Whether there's a shot or not, I don't know. I mean, these mounds are quite interesting, but I could spend a lot of time trying to find something here. And probably what I want to do is just go to the place that we scouted out a little bit, or planned a little bit. I'm going to take a quick shot here, and then we'll go there. Right, don't take too many shots. Everybody, don't let me take too many shots.
When you came over, my heart was on its way out. I wasn't sober, and I was thinking out loud.
Okay, we're getting to an open area now. I think we're about to hit jackpot. Let me show you this. It's incredible.
Spoke of your bravery, your wit and audacity, of coming over and letting go of it all. Please move close to me.
Right, I found some trees over here, but they're not quite what I'd hoped, these trees. I was looking for sort of Scots pine, which I think some of these are Scots pine, and some of them are just sort of normal plantation type trees, but I'll just show you this. I mean, the foreground's really hard, is the first thing, so I think I need to find some that I can just isolate against the background. Like I just took a nice one on the path there, I'll show you that now. But here, I quite like these grasses at the bottom here as some foreground. This middle ground though is a bit messy, and the sky is really nice. The sky is really pink, so yeah, the sky looks good. Yeah, I'm just not sure 100%. And I'm not sure whether to keep going, and will I get more of these same sort of trees, or pivot and go to plan B. I think I'm going to pivot, which is probably the wrong decision, but I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to go back to my car. It's just like 5 minutes down the road. I don't think the light's going to come out for another maybe 45 minutes, so I'm going to try that. So before turning round, I looked at the map again and I started taking some photos of this beautiful lilac dawn light. And then I found this lock and it looked like it had a lot of potential. So I found something here that I think is potentially quite interesting. It's this sort of lock in here. I could do with a little bit of light, but I'm trying to use the reflected light from the sky on the snow, which looks really nice. You can see just at the bottom here. This is really nice. The tricky thing is sort of the foreground, really, with the trees, because they go into the sky. So I've just got to try and find a position that works quite well. I'm going to walk down this path here, and as I go, I'm going to be careful and just see what I can get. But yeah, I don't know if this is the right area to go to. I've got to admit, there's some nice trees, but Probably should have gone somewhere else, but I think I've got time because I don't think, I mean, it's -8, so I don't think the snow's just going to disappear. So I'll be fine. This is so good, even though it's not good, if you know what I mean. So I think there might be a shot through here. You can see the mountains there. I'll just show you on this. So we've got a wider shot like that, which I think is quite nice. But then, if we just go a bit closer in, and maybe don't worry too much about cropping the trees. In fact, what we could do is probably just shoot in that direction. I think that could be quite a nice shot there. If that's a really nice shot. So I'm going to come here, take that.
I started fighting cause I was scared of it all. And isn't it glorious how love gets the best of us? Yeah, I got feelings, but I'm a tough one sometimes. Please move close to me.
So I've been looking around this lochen and trying to find some trees, and there's 3 here. So there's this one here which is a really nice shape, and then there's these 2 here which you can see work pretty well. So I've got them in my shot here, and you can see I've got these 2 trees, and then I've got the mountain in the background. Also there's some really nice cloud at the moment, so I'm going to grab this. I'm just shooting at ISO 64 f10 24mm, and then 1/8 of a second, and I'm bracketing. So focus on the tree, and that should work out a treat. Oh, those clouds are really nice. The clouds just make it behind. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to pan down a little bit because I want to get a little bit more foreground. So rather than going to a wider angle lens, I can just use the 24 and just pan down a little bit. So I'm just going to move my camera just down like that. And that should get, oh, can't do that with one hand. Right, this is so good. Oh, just over there is so good as well. I might do a long shot just for those mountains and the trees. My feet are getting cold, I've got to say, but it's just the standing around, I think. This is beautiful, so beautiful.
Close to me.
So I've got my 24-200 on, and you can see I'm just pointing at this mountain over here, and it looks absolutely fantastic. It just caught the sun before. The sun's gone now, but I think I got the shot. The trees aren't the most amazing, but I think it's going to make quite a nice shot. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I think I'm going to just stay at this lochen just for a little bit longer, just to see if there's anything else I can get, and then I'm going to walk back to the car and just get around everywhere else. It's funny actually, because the mountains are just appearing that I didn't know were there, but they're not like really dramatic mountains like Torridon. They're just more, it's interesting because they're quite high, these mountains, but they're, you know, like the ones behind me there, you can see they're just in the distance a lot, but that makes, you know, good long shots like this. This is good. So I'm just going back to my car and just looking back at the lake, and it's misty. So I think the temperature difference now must have created some mist. So I think I'm just going to go round to the side here and see if I get a shot. I'm going to get a shot down this river, and then I'm going to get a shot down the side. It looks so good. This has just come from absolute nowhere. So yeah, a little bit unexpected, but this looks pretty good. Just look at this. This is so incredible. The light's getting a little bit harsh now, but oh, the snow just covering the trees, and this, just where it's just moving water now is just clear, and then there's snow on the top of the rocks. This really is a winter wonderland. I just hope I can get a good shot here. I think I can. I mean, if I can't, I'm a rubbish photographer. I'm going to try here, and then I'm going to go a little bit further around, but the side light now is getting really nice. It's all about height, I think, this. So I just need to get the height light right on my camera. So I've ended up going really, really low here. So if I just show you what I've got, it's so good. So I've just got a little bit of foreground here. I'm shooting at around about 16 mil, and the sun's just diffuse up there enough. I think if I do a bracket of 5 shots, I can probably just get it right. Those trees there look fantastic. It's just, it doesn't get better than this. This is so cool. Oh my word. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, oh, the mist now is so incredible. Look at this. Oh my gosh, there's got to be a good shot here. Right, I need to come over here and try and get some of these patterns. Oh, this is so incredible. Woo-hoo. Oh, this is just so incredible. Just let me just turn you around here. Just have a look at this, down this way. So I'm just gonna be a little bit careful of where I stand, because I don't want to fall in the lake. But here, like, just be able to shoot this. I don't need to put it on a tripod now. You know, I don't need that much depth of range, depth of field, and just by hand holding, it just means I can be a little bit more reactive. And then if I find something I think really does need a tripod, then I can move. But if you leave it on your tripod, you just don't get the shot that you want. This is looking really good. Right, so I'm trying to get these rocks and then that mountain in the background as well. Oh my word, that's so good. That is so good. This is really good. Oh, look at the mist now over there. It's incredible. It really is. So I want to do some shots with this grass in here, probably into the mist. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Oh my word, that's so good. I have this fear of messing up now. Right, I think that's the shot there. So basically I've got this. I just want to get a little bit of the left hand side, the mountains just you can see, and then just a nice leading line in from the right hand side. This looks incredible. Oh, the mist is getting really strong now. Right, so I'm in a new spot and this is Oh, there's just so much to photograph. I really hope the wind doesn't get up too much. I don't want the snow to blow off because I want another go at this tomorrow morning. I think the trees are more mature here, just as I just mentioned. So I'm going to try and find, I'm going to scout basically and take photos at the same time, but I'm going to try and find some nice woodland photos that I can come back to, hopefully when the conditions are a little bit more conducive. Although I might find some shade, I just don't want the sun casting shadows on everything, unless I shoot into the sun. Anyway, lots to talk about. Let's go. Woo-hoo. So I'm trying to just get this lone tree here against the background. It's backlit, which is really good, and then there's a little bit of wind that keeps blowing the snow off, so hopefully I can catch that. I've moved to a completely different location now, probably about 4 or 5 miles away from where I was before. The trees here are a little bit different, a little bit more mature. I think I'm going to get something better. You can see the snow blowing off there. It looks so spectacular. Oh wow, get that shot, quick. Oh, back to where that tree was over there, but look at the ice under there. That's so incredible. I'm struggling a little bit, I've got to admit. It's so bright and there's a lot of blue sky, so I think sometimes you just need to take a break. So I'm going to go back, have a coffee, take a break, and then explore a little bit more. I still haven't found the trees. There's no trees, as far as I can find, in this area that are similar to the ones in Torridon. I'm sure there must be, so I just need to keep exploring, but not found them yet. We've got to keep going, Right, well, I've come to another lochen, Booth Lochen, and I've just taken my drone over and I think there's some single trees, so finally I think I might get what I want. The snow here is so deep, and I thought I won't drive down here, and then some guy on his bike just went down here. But you can see it's super, it's so fluffy light as well because it's been cold. So I'm going to head off down here. Oh my word, it is just so beautiful. It's actually really hard to take a photo of without it just being like a picture postcard. This is like a frozen lochen. I suspect I could walk on there, but obviously that would be stupid. So I think we're going to get an amazing sunset. So like really beautiful sky. So I've just got to make sure that when I get get rid of the sun and just get that really nice reflected light, that I'm ready for it. There's a dog running on the lake there. So I found this amazing little scene here. I'll just show you. It's there's this bench that's just nobody's touched the snow, and hopefully there's a dog over there, so I'm hoping it's not going to come this way. But I've just got a shot here with the sun coming through. It looks absolutely fantastic. So you can see it's just vertical. I've got these shadows and the snow's just almost perfect. It looks fabulous. I'm right on the edge of the lochen at the moment, and I'm trying to get my camera really, really low so that then I can just try and get some of the catch lights that the sun's doing on the snow that's perfect on the lochen. And I'm just shooting towards the Cairngorm Mountains in the background. It looks so good, this really does. So I'm going to do a vertical one, and horizontal one. The key thing is that you need really bright sunlight for this, so you want to make sure that the sun isn't behind the cloud when you take the shot. So yeah, I'm just shooting right down here. Okay, so I found what I've been looking for all day, which is these incredible trees here. It's really hard. I've had to sort of clamber through this undergrowth, which is really difficult. And at the moment, the light's really nice on them, but I want to try and get a background, something in the background. So I'm just wandering around in this really difficult conditions, and I think my welly's full of snow, to try and get one in the background. Oh, this is good. Right. This is hard. When I say one in the background, I just want the mountains in the background if I can get them. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Right, let's just try and put this up. But this is what I'm looking at. It's pretty spectacular. I think I've found something. I've taken the shot as well, so it doesn't really matter if I stand in here. Nobody's ever going to find this tree. So I've got this tree on the left, so don't worry about chopping the top of it off. I've got these two trees on the right, and then through there I've got the Cairngorms in the background. It looks spectacular, I think. I think this is a fitting end to today. It's been full on. I'm going to keep looking, and I'm going to fly my drone as well, but this is an area to come back to. And ironically, it was really close to where I was this morning. But these are the trees I was looking for. It was so hard to find them, but eventually perseverance paid off. Right, let's go and have a look at the photos back in the studio. I'll print one out and we'll have a little chat. Wow. So what I really like about this now is the light has gone down. It's not gone down completely, but it's almost gone down. But the sun, all the clouds are lit up, so you can see, just look at how much soft light we've got on the snow. It looks so, so beautiful. So I'm running around like a headless chicken. This is not how you do woodland photography, by the way. Woodland photography, you go and find a composition, then you come back when the conditions are good and you know what you're going to shoot. I'm just running around like a headless chicken, but I really like this tree, so I'm just persevering with it a little bit. The mountains in the background look pretty good. The clouds are amazing. It doesn't get better than this. I said I wasn't going to see you again. I've seen you again. Hello. Yes. Come on. Yes. Just shoot, Nigel. Stop talking. I've just found my way to this tree here, which I'm calling Grandad. In fact, it looks pretty good from here as well. But it is a fine old tree, and it's surrounded by all the grandchildren. And it looks fantastic. It just really is fantastic. It's just snowed on me. A lot of dynamic range in this shot. I couldn't quite get the hill isn't in the background, but this really is it. It's getting quite dark now. I've lost the light that I was talking about on the snow because the clouds have gone, lost their colour. So it's time to try and find my way back to my car. I have no idea where it is. I think it's that way. I need to get my bag and my camera first. Well, that was one of the most fantastic days. It was a bit chaotic in a way, obviously not having planned exactly what I was going to do by scouting somewhere, which I really like to do, and I'll talk about that in a little bit more detail in a minute. It wasn't ideal, but I think I got some good things. I've printed out a photo that I want to show you and talk about. I want to talk about some other photos, but first of all, I just want to thank this week's sponsor, and that is Squarespace. If you're looking for a website or set up a domain, then Squarespace are a fantastic all-in-one platform that allow you to create, using templates, your own website. You don't need any technical skills. I've created this website with real simplicity, and if I want to update something, add a blog, sell a product, it's super, super easy to do. So make sure you go and head over to Squarespace, and if you're ready to set up your own website or domain, then you can get 10% off by using offer code Nigel or using squarespace.com/Nigel, and it also massively helps this channel. Right, let's have a look at this print. No, actually, we're going to just talk about this photo. So when I first got there, I was panicking. I was walking down this road, and I sort of planned this open area, but the trees weren't quite what I envisaged. And do you know when you've got something in your mind and then you think that horrible feeling that, am I in the right place? Am I in the right place? And you get that FOMO, that fear of missing out of somewhere else. And I got that really bad. And I was like, oh, shall I keep going? Shall I not keep going? Luckily, I kept going, because when I got to that lake, I found some interesting things. And then, I got lots of different shots here that were quite interesting. Like, this, another part of the road there, then these longer shots to these with a mountain just with that little bit of pink on it, which I think worked really well. And there was this shot here with these two trees with the mountain in the background. Probably not what I envisaged when I first thought about this morning, but it worked. And I think sometimes you've just got to go and explore. You're not going to worry. I mean, ideally scout, but I couldn't do that because I just arrived and the snow had arrived. Ideally scout, but if you just go and explore, that's when you uncover things that you just are really special and you don't expect. And throughout the day, I went to different locations, as you saw, and explored lots of different places. And I got this shot, which again is something that I probably wouldn't have expected. So this one worked really, really well, because I don't mind it blowing out too much there. It was getting towards sort of 11 o'clock, but I like the blue sky. I think it adds this sort of very sort of harsher look to it, which we've got these harsh shadows as well, which work really well. These ducks work well. Everything I think just seems nicely placed, which I really like about this shot. So yeah, it turned out pretty good, that. And I think that's a real contender again for the wall. I really like that, and it's something a little bit different for me, I think, as well. It was really special, this. Everywhere I went was special. I'd love to know what everybody thinks of this series, and I've not done as much stuff in the studio over the last few weeks. There will be a studio video coming out in a couple of weeks where I'm talking a little bit more about composition. But if you've got any other ideas for studio videos, then leave them in the comments below. I always read the comments, and that means a lot to me to see those, and I get a lot of ideas from the comments as well. That's it. I'll leave you with a little sneak peek of what's going to happen in next week's video. The problem I've got is wherever I go, I'm just getting followed by ducks. And they just ruined the shot. I love photography. I really do.